Добрый день, дорогие зрители. Сегодня у нас последняя сессия нашего летнего кемпа, да, вот именно совместно с Google Build with AI. Наш спикер Светлана, по прошлой сессии вы, наверное, ее помните, она сегодня расскажет нам по разработке приложений с помощью Gemini. Вот, Светлана, передаю слово вам.
Спасибо. Так, тогда начнем сразу. Опять же, если будут потом вопросы, можно будет их мне писать и по-русски. Но это приготовлено по-английски все, поэтому я перехожу на английский, но я буду тоже медленно говорить. Так. The agentic shift building apps with Gemini CLI and Firebase Studio. И я выбрала эти... both. Okay, English. So we are going to look at new ways of building an application. And I know most of you using also different tools, whether you are perhaps Java developer, Flutter developer, again, Android or any other. But still, you are looking now more and more at AI and how AI can help you in app development. So that's why app development over the years, again, just overview that we will look just to know where we are now. Then we are going to go to Gemini CLI, these possibilities, and also have a look to the Firebase Studio. And you'll get all labs with step-by-step instructions, so you can also go and do this all on your own. So let's get started. So 3 big changes to app development over the years. Building apps today is time-consuming, often frustrating, and filled with numerous hoops we need to jump through. So we all know this development operation, this infinity loop: code, build, test, release, monitor, operate. So what's my technology stack? What I have to think about? So different technology stack: front end, back end, whether you are using React or Flutter or again Python in a backend. So think about this. Then what are my dependencies? So different libraries. So still they're thinking about this. Or is what I'm building secure, scalable, and performant? Who are my users and what are their needs? What platform do I need to support? Web, iOS, Android, cross-platform. So this all consideration that we have. Oh, here, just some more, just jumped quickly. So some more again. How will I handle authentication and user data privacy? What are my API requirements and integration points? How do I ensure maintainability and future scalability? And so again, CI/CD strategy and many more questions that we are as a developer having and trying to get the answers. And then you see everywhere something having in the way on our process of development. And software development is becoming more decentralized and collaborative. So we have to think about, you are not only just alone in home sitting and developing app, but you are more in this collaboration across devices, geographies, and time zones. And like see here you start, then you have additional tools, many tools, coffee, important, and then from home, and it's all interconnected, all collaborative. So, and AI assistants and powerful LLMs are completely changing how we as developer build apps. And here still you see AI assistants, and we've started perhaps with, let's go to the next. We started with the AI bots, then we've got to AI, so assistants, and now we are moving more and more to AI agents helping us. And today we are also going to look at these first kind of agents, not only assist, but agent, because this agent, so like, so if you would define agent, we'll see in a minute the definition, but it's again, not only assistants, but they have these tools that they are able to use, and then they have specific goal that they would like to achieve, and they have this environment overview where they operate. So then we're moving from developer part to AI part in this process. And so here, just some, what is an agent? We've got some
question. What is an agent?
Oh, that's a good question. My opinion of what an agent is a program that decides what tool to use to solve a problem. And I think it's very commonly confused or maybe misused for things that are maybe pipelines. Like if you know that you're going to give an AI and it's going to do step 1, then step 2, then step 3. I don't think that's an agent. I don't think it's a good use case of an agent. It's more if you want to give an AI a task and you don't know what tools should be used during the task. Then that's an agent where it's actually deciding, actually, in this case, I should do this thing. So not a pipeline, an agent.
Okay. So the next, what is an agent?
All right. This is the most important question we're going to ask you all week. What is an agent?
An agent is something that takes action until a goal is met or other stopping conditions are in there. So like, for example, you may want to like respond to API calls, but if there's a condition that says like, we fulfilled the request, you want to stop it or do other things.
And one more definition. What is an agent?
About agents. So let's start with the easy question. What's an agent?
Oh, that's such a good question. I think we all have our personal definitions of an agent. I would say an agent is a model. There might be some wrappers around it to orchestrate, but ultimately the agent is some kind of goal, is able to act on the world. So it has access to the environment, and it's probably doing things in more than one step. So I give it a larger goal, and then it's working towards that goal. It may ask me for feedback. It may work autonomously. I think these are all inclusive. And then I think maybe a year from now, we'll have some shared definition of an agent. But for now, I have my own personal version.
So this is the agent. So, and here, one more perhaps perspectives for you. We all started with internet communication with TCP IP model, TCP protocol, transport communication protocol, and now we are having this MCP, model context protocol, or A2A, agent to agent protocol. So AI agent communication, moving from internet communication to agent communication, and they are, so now they are helping us also. We have just look at this, have consideration of also all this approach, how this works, because we are, so in the future would be always surrounded in this new environment. So, and now we are going to Gemini and also overview and then so demo. So here's overview. So Gemini 2.5 models, and you see here different models, and also how quickly it all goes. Just these slides I've got, I think, a week or two before. We see 2.5 flashlight preview, and today I've got an email that's already general available. So just moving from preview to general available very, very quickly. And we are going to look at 2.5 Pro and experiment with this straight in canvas. And also this model is where we are going to our, so again, demo with Gemini CLI. And also we're going to explain the difference from the model to this CLI. This is command line interface. It's still so interface, but we're going from model, again, perhaps communicating just with model, this kind of bots. Then we're going to assistant, and then we're going to this agent that you were so hearing about. So this is the overview. Okay, very quickly, just start to build and to see these differences. We are starting to first experimenting with Gemini app canvas demo. So that will go and opening, so just typical Gemini app application with, here in this case, I just used the 2.5 Pro because they are these, I wanted to test the canvas. And again, this canvas helping you to build very simple web pages. You can very quickly create simple web page. And I just tried this prompt. So first create a detailed report on 3 little known or forgotten historical figures and inventions or events that profoundly shaped the modern world. The report should include, and that's all this. And after this report was conducted, I asked this canvas to generate the web page. So use the information from the report to create an interactive web page. The design should be colorful and fun. And now we also see these models thinking and giving us the web page. So this is this web page, echoes of the forgotten. And we can see the 3 elements were used. The Antikythera mechanism, very 2,000 years old, very impressive. So that if you click again there, then what is it? The big deal. So actually in ancient Greece, 150, 100 BC, before Common Age. Again, this big idea, world challenge, and why so secret? Because this technology vanished because of the entire ecosystem that created it, collapsed with the fall of Rome. And these devices were rare, expensive luxuries made of variable bronze. Most were likely melted down for weapons or coins, and it survived only by the sheer luck of being lost at sea. So very interesting, just again. The other was Henrietta Lacks, and here about an African-American mother. She died with 31 years old. She was she had the cancer, specific art of cancer, and we've got these cells, immortal cells, still so immortal, doubling every 24 hours. This is the first so immortal cells that we've got, and they've get the name so Hela and after they were using so everywhere for the treatment for countless so other diseases you see here, and 100,000 scientific studies. So, and again, the secret, so her story was erased by the systematic racism and lack of ethical standards of the time. And it is very interesting because it was chosen. Now we are in this AI age, and always these ethical standards are very, very important. And again, just I have to think about this history. And the last one, so Bronze Age collapse, the late Bronze Age collapse. It's more so old. It's 1200 BC, before Christmas, before Common Age, before Christmas also. Christmas, I say, before Christos, very old. And also this secret, the collapse was so total that it erased its own history. So the literate palace societies that kept records were wiped out, and writing system like Linear B were lost for centuries. So very, but okay, this is the website. We are the developer, and let's see how it looks like. So here, so you also have the look. That was Gemini, and after this just prompting, asking, we've got this simple page code with HTML, CSS, all in one, and then you can just again copy this code. I've put this to GitHub, and in GitHub you can just per click make pages, and these pages that you saw here that is on the slides, you can also go to this and again test this development. So these are possibility with now we also say vibe coding. We're just writing prompt, we've got getting this code, and we can publish this code and have the web page. It also can be so more complex. The other, I would add in additional, so just not one page, also the menu with links, and you also can have more pages and without the knowledge of coding, but already, so also learning how perhaps HTML and CSS working. So this is the first step, how this works. And so the next step, we are, so this was Gemini app, and now we're moving Gemini API. This is again just overview, new, so what are again coming, so model capabilities. So the difference, now you are calling this Gemini API in your own development. And here again, just all the possibilities that you have. Beyond also Gemini, you can call Imagine 4, VO 3 for videos, Lyria for music, Gemini robotics, and open source models, also Gemma 3 and 3N. And it's also getting more accessible. So here you see how also SDKs for Python, JavaScript, Go. So also all the different languages are connected to this API. And then, so next, our step, cloud overview. And if we are looking at the cloud, then it's Gemini CLI. So for our labs for today, Gemini CLI, command line interface that you can install and just write something and get, so hopefully, so get again web pages. So the power of Gemini 2.5 Pro is an agent, and here you see the name agent. in your CLI through open source, and high usage limits you get, and it's also perhaps changing, but it's what I got so from the last time. So 1 key per day unlocked with Gemini API key. So we're calling this key, and the different possibilities: Gemini API key, Vertex credentials, or code assist. So then, so code assist. Also, we see this Gemini symbol, so tools, so Git, docs, databases, custom rules, styles, guide, automated test generation, agent mode through insider channel, agentic chat as a peer programmer. So also these possibilities. Again, just very quickly here that I also showed you. So ADK, agent developer kill tool, then model, context, protocol, connecting, so actually giving the tools to your agents. So this protocol allows the agents to use different tools, like, for example, databases, access to the databases. And agent-to-agent protocol, with just communication between agents. And agent-to-agent protocol was so announced, I think, April, and now we are using it so everywhere. So again, very, very quick development. So then we go to Gemini CLI, quick start. And if you go to these pages, they just say npm install -g, so global, and Google Gemini CLI. And after that, it's also some steps. Then you can just call Gemini, and then you will get this possibility to use. So then this one link is just announcement. You see, this is in June 25. Also announced this possibility to use Gemini CLI, free, also free of charge, and are going to speak about different, again, possibilities of using this. A little bit bigger. So powerful models in your command line. So here how it looks like. Also examples, just here you see they are prompting and the model is producing this, but we can also check these possibilities. And again, some how to start. And the other link, it's at GitHub. There also you have these so instruction, Gemini CLI, how to start, quick start. And again, you need this with Node, so checking whether Node.js at your system, so the corresponding version. If not, you have to just update, go to this Node.js page and update, and then you can run, again, depending on your system, which system you're using, run CLI, so execute the following command in your terminal, and here, again, you can run there or install it with npm installer, and after that, you can just go and so type Gemini and you are on. Or here also with Homebrew, and also here this instruction. And here you also see different approaches. After you type Gemini, you would have also different possibilities. Gemini API key, using Gemini API key, using Vertex AI API key, or using your login just, but you see here still just much more information. And if you are just in the beginning, perhaps it's not so easy to understand all the steps. That's why there's still one possibility, much easier how to again get started. Let follow then so this instruction, but also I can show you that you just very quickly how it look like. And we also go on. So here I'm because I'm also already installed, but we'll go also through the steps. And it's just in my Visual Studio Code. And then I'm just, okay, I can quick. So quit and here clear. So this is just Visual Studio Code, and after the installation, you just really type Gemini, and Gemini starts, and then you can put your prompt. You can again have the fantasy to generate websites or something like you see in these other demos. So here we are going to follow here after that. So, but let us see again the possibilities in the beginning, because you can use you can log in with Google, or use Gemini API key, or use Vertex AI. And what are the difference? Here also, so link where you still can read about these different approaches. But generally, if you are just starting and then you have Gmail Google account, so login with Google, just you need your Gmail Google account, and then you can log in with this Gmail account. And it's then free, so cost it's free with generous limits. The next possibility, Gemini API key. A Gemini API key, you can also easily get this in Google AI Studio. You go to this page, then you can generate Gemini API key, and then you have also 3-tier availability and also paid plans for higher usage. Then see differences, and again, these depending if you are connected with the company and you have security, you're thinking about security of the data privacy. Then all free version there, then you are giving your prompts or your development. It's open, and it's possible that Google use this for training the model. If you have then agreement in your go to these paid versions, then all what you're doing is secure. That's why these are enterprise versions. So Vertex AI, if you're starting from Vertex AI, so enterprise production use, Google Cloud, so integration, it's then a paid version and designed for build usage. So here, because if you start, you will see these different approaches. So start prompting with Gemini CLI. And here I just also go through slides. I made some screenshots, and my first this without any other installation, we'll see we'll still have many possibilities to make this more productive. So, but here, just imagine you are a botanist from a futuristic cybernetic world, create a detailed entry for a new plant species you are discovered, you've discovered there, and here I just give the name Lumina Flora vexillum, and describe its physical characteristic, biological function, lifestyle, and so on, and to write the poem. So again, just checking the system. And then after the prompt, we see this botanical entry, and then we have date of discovery, 2842, so in the future, then discovering botanist, genus, species, common name, and then so for these characteristics, and also the poem. So just again testing creativity, but we see it's connected to Gemini so Pro model. Again, just showed you. So here it was bigger. Wrong button. Okay, we are testing this Gemini 2.5 model, and I also, to start with nothing, I've just put this to the empty folder, empty, and you see I named the folder, and at the moment there is nothing in this demo Gemini CLI folder, and it's just empty folder, and I started Gemini here. And to perhaps test something that we also see. So now I'm also not sure whether this all works if we are just live, because also I prepared and then I started Gemini, and the first what I saw, or new update, and so I am now just some minutes ago updated, and we'll test. I prepared some prompts, and we can see. So as an example, typed here. So design a minimalist treehouse that incorporate sustainable materials and blends seamlessly with its natural surroundings. Describe the design's key feature, including its unique geometry and how it maximizes natural light. Then create a README file for a fictional open source project, because I don't have anything, and I just would like to start with this README file. So that details the construction in this treehouse. So then, and we'll see how. So first, so we see different step: designing, so refining, designing, material palette. It's going through steps. So this agent have the goal. Then in the mode, not much different tools, just have these tools so automatically there, but it's go through all the steps. It has goal, has some tools, and it's working. So our report, and we see so key features, suggestions, and now it's working on structure in README, and here we see this as README, suggestions, and here, very important, human in the loop. It's asking me, so apply these changes. So I have to look at this description, and I can, yes, allow once, then I can go to next, yes, allow always. Then the possibility modify with external editor, no suggest changes. So I just go allow always, because it's doesn't matter in the beginning, and then I'm going to have okay, I have created the README, and we see this README. So if I'm opening, just then, okay, these README construction step, safety first, and here defined this README. So conceptual image, report. Let's have a look. I did not saw this. Follow the link, just have to check. Okay, you can open. And then see, it's just so example domain for the image report concept. Okay, an overview. And again, we just saw these steps. So I'm going back to our Gemini CLI. These possibilities that you have command line, and depending whether you are opening this in your already existing project, then you can ask for any improvement to just also write in the code, making these changes there, and making further changes. Because one small, okay, we'll go to the slides because there also I have some example with the code. So they just very quickly still. Yes, the next one. I give also the prompt, create a Python script named dataviz.py that generate a matplotlib bar chart. The chart to display the population data for the 5 most populous cities in Kazakhstan, with each bar colored accordingly to a vibrant, distinct color palette. Ensure the chart is properly labeled and saved as an image file named city population PNG. And after creating the code, execute the script to generate the image. And then we see also the CLI, so Gemini CLI working. I will write Python script, generate barcode, and then also very interesting. Here we see that was the error. File path must be absolute, and then so I need to use an absolute path. I will correct that now. So without my interaction, it's just also finding some perhaps errors, correcting, and also asking me. So you see also allow execution of PVD. So, and then I also said, I think, yes, allow once for always. And after that, we've got the population of cities. So you see, it's automatically did the then internet search, look for cities, so popular cities in Kazakhstan, get the statistics through the search, and then it populated the find statistics and generated this dataviz Python file. So imported matplotlib. Then I've got these cities array, population numbers of searched, get the colors, and so the chart you saw. So it's this agent had this goal, and to achieve the goal using different tools like so here search, like import the library, installing the library, generating this code and running the code. And so because I asked about this PNG image, and then was the image so generated and provide me with the image. So I think still very impressive, but it's just the beginning. So then if we have, so this again, /help, you see different possibilities that you can so then ask Gemini CLI. So you can use comments about, change this authentication method. So I use one method, but you can so change these free possibilities that we were looking at. And then so this docs editor extension, so help, and here you can also enter, control enter up and down using so these keyboard shortcuts. And to quit, you have to control C twice to quit this application. Okay. And then, because if this was too much for you, the easiest way, this is hands-on with Gemini CLI. So here's the link. You go to the link and you can again start from the beginning. Making it still bigger. And you see, last updated yesterday. So all new, all very nice, exciting. But here, all this instruction gives I will some so quickly, and already I installed, so there appears some steps in between. But here you can start this lab, and you see this is just 13 steps. Last, just congratulations, and you will get the badge for the course. And it's about 84 minutes remaining. But again, it's depending how quickly you would run or read more detailed so instruction. So in here, so in this collab, you will learn about Gemini CLI, an open source AI agent that brings the power of Gemini directly to your terminal. And you will learn installing and configuring Gemini CLI, then exploring tools built with commands and configuration, and also MCP server in Gemini CLI, customizing Gemini CLI via so Gemini MD file. We saw a little bit for the project. This is the way you also can, there are different, again, Gemini MD files that you can put to the perhaps whole project, or again, different level of, and so this entry point. But you'll see here all of this explained. And then exploring a few new cases with Gemini CLI. Here is in the end, but use cases, so try out, very so exciting. They are the examples. So, and what you need, and here again, here's the possibilities, perhaps easiest, but it's not the one. It's again, other possibilities also there. You can just, as I showed you, start with Visual Studio Code, but there you have to install what we did, Node.js, and have an NPM installer also updated, depending which version. You can also check. And here you can use Cloud Shell, and here in Cloud Shell, it's already all installed. So here, this possibility, you can, without installation, just type Gemini and test this so already. And so you see which comes pre-installed with Gemini CLI. Now this Cloud Shell, so new Cloud Shell is with also pre-installed with Gemini CLI. So, and here alternatively, if you're perfect to work on your own machine, then there's also a section how to install it locally. So here using your Visual Studio Code, then you can also follow and install it locally. And here the first, you don't need to install anything, you can just work. So, and again, you would need the following: Chrome web browser and Gmail account. And so here how these steps goes. So, and then, so before you begin, again, create a project, and project you need the project, because if you are in Google Cloud and you are going to use this Cloud Shell, then you need to start with the project, because Google Cloud starts with the project. And then in the Google Cloud Console on the project select a page, select or create a new project. So here's a project, and make sure that billing is enabled. And again, the project they started, you connect the billing, but using this Gemini in Cloud Shell, it's free, and you wouldn't be charged. They are just this connection from other Google services with this billing enabling project. But using this Cloud Shell, you wouldn't be charged. So, and here you can also learn how to check if billing is enabled in the project. So you'll use Cloud Shell, so a command line environment running in a Google Cloud that comes preloaded also with a BigQuery. The BigQuery, some other examples in this lab, they are also with the BigQuery. And there, this button opens, so Cloud Shell. So let also check how this works. So I'm gonna go open a new tab because I have already this project. Okay, I'll just move just separately so that I can show you. So how it looked like, just a moment. Coming to this Google Cloud. I think we are now at starting. So we can see both what they are asking and, okay. So in automatically, I'm also, my cloud is connected with the organization. If it just your Gmail account, then it would be without organization. But again, they are always here. So project number, project ID, and then we can, so here landing at this cloud. So here, all these possibilities, landing page, and then if you go, so here, depending on how it looks like at your place, then so you go to here, and then you can click new project, and we go to new project, and usually you will get Gemini CLI demo. And I'm just, again, written this way, and this, it says that it can be changed later. You can still just delete after that. And this is Gemini CLI demo with so connections, and then you just say create. And it's so creating the project. And then you would have the opportunity to go inside check that it's connected to billing account, and then check that you are able to open shell. So here, this is the shell. Let's see, select project. Sometimes it takes time for creating, but okay, now we see, now we are having Gemini CLI demo. So here, and then you have to, so how they are seen. So we created the project, make sure the billing is enabled for your cloud project. And then, so here you can also check how you can do this, verifying the billing status of your project. So here also documentation, then, so here perhaps this step in, we are in this console, you can so sign into Google Cloud. So console, we are there, then we can go, so navigate, so at menu, select billing, and then if a billing account isn't linked, there again, these steps, then you can so link this billing account and go through these steps. Okay, on status. So let's check again. We are this other window. So like there, billing, the steps. It's again just steps. So I think it my place should be connected. Paid account, okay. It's connected, and then I'm just clicking to the shell and clicking authorization, authorize, and in the shell, okay, it is still authorization, and we see these Gemini starting provisioning, Google Cloud Share, and here. So these the other possibilities that it's already so there in this Cloud Shell installed, and you can, again, I'm here, and then Gemini. I think I have to follow some additional steps. Just a moment, because you still need these are. So here we are at this button in this shell console. Then we have to make some authorization to G-Cloud. So we can just copy these. Let me also make that we can see both. Okay, wait before the so authorization. It's again checking the account. Then we can config list project, copy and paste this there, and then so G-Cloud config set project, and so you put in this and making this project ID. We need project ID. Before you have to copy the project ID, and then we'll go again to this overview. Welcome dashboard. project ID. You can copy project ID. Now I'm project ID is there, and Gemini. Now we're starting in Cloud Shell. It's also there, and you can also test and Gemini. Oh, also I see this CLI update available, and it's there. It's installing, I think, automatically your Gemini CLI in your home directory. And so this specificity. So now we are here, and also this Gemini 2.5 Pro, and we can also ask something. So let's go to our this again steps. We did all this, and we can go to this installation. So before you do the setup and run CLI, let us create a folder that you will be using in our home folder for all the projects that you can create inside of it. And again, here you can follow steps, or you can again just check in the possibilities. But if you follow this lab, then it's very easy. Just copy what we have here, mkdir, making this directory, copying, and there are some again depending on your system, I think. So here also this note: if you are using Google Cloud Shell, the Gemini CLI is already installed. And here again, working on your own system, perhaps there you can think about making specific directory, and making specific directory. It's again depend on whether you Windows, Linux, iOS, how you write this command. Okay, what interesting stuff, what we can also learn. These are steps working on your local machine, and then you see the important, I already told that you need this Node.js 20 plus version, and then depending on your system, here you can use this option 1, option 2, or you can just this npx from GitHub, and in the end you would be here. And also I'm already in this. In anyway, this or other way you will get to this Gemini screen, where you also let here write just with help. If I'm writing /help, then I'm also getting all these possibilities that already there installed in Cloud Shell, and also these keyboard shortcuts. And we can and there, if you're on local machine, there also could be some differences. Just to compare. So here, this my in local installation, and if we here just write, so I'm here, I'm already need to go. So here I'm gonna help, and then here the possibility what I have here. But installing some additional stuff, you can also adjust these possibilities. So we've checked here. So then let's go back to the lab, our steps, and again here these different steps. But we are on both system now at this Gemini CLI points. What else? configuration, Gemini CLI configuration via settings JSONs. So here also different possibilities, and you see where you are putting, so depending again on your system, this settings JSON could be in there or in different directory, and here for I'm on Windows, then it's in my user profile Gemini settings JSON. I've got this file there after installation. If you're on Mac, then you'll find this settings JSON in .gemini. So here in this directory, and then system Gemini CLI settings JSON. And it's like in the moment put theme, then it's default, and then select authentication type, and then depending how you chosen for these free possibilities, then you'll see here this type. So then we will also ready with this, and so one first interaction with Gemini. Okay, we can also try here. They give the suggestion, give me a famous quote on artificial intelligence, and who said this. Okay, I'll go so go to my local system and put in this. We'll see also these steps: thinking, seeking AI wisdom, so searching, analyzing potential quotes, and it's also coming with this Hawking. Success in creating AI would be the biggest event in human history. Unfortunately, it might also be the last, unless we don't how to avoid the risk. Okay, this is working, and so here, here is getting more. So development, it's so also a large language models working, still Hawking, but a little bit rephrased. So here, so example, we can still check whether on shell. Well, we get there. I'm also so you. Google search, we see it's running through Google search results. Then it's anyway, it's in the moment the same, like on my system. Okay, we've checked this, and we are already at Gemini CLI command parameters. So let me check the time that we also still have the time. So here we can also ask Gemini for help. We can also change the model here. So they're just showing us how to do this. So Gemini minus M, so model Gemini 2.5 Flash. Then we'll get this Flash model, and we will see at the bottom that now this Gemini 2.5 Flash model, and then non-interactive model also for some application. So application we can use with -P command, and then we just ask what is the cloud command to deploy to Cloud Run. These are not using all the capabilities. It's non-interactive, just answering the question. So like this, and let also here check. So I'm copying what are the okay, Google search, and it's getting us so the cloud command. So Cloud Run deploy and platform region allow. So how, and then very short explanation. So here, So then we can move to the tools, and these are the very exciting possibilities. So in-built tools and how to adjust. So here you also have this tool documentation. So quick look in GitHub, Gemini CLI tools, and here overview of the tools and how to use Gemini CLI tools. Here security, and also you see so file system tools, shell tool, web fetch tool, web search tool, multi-file read tool, so memory tool, MCP servers. And here very so exciting, these MCP servers. But that just follow this instruction. Or you can also check which tools are already there. So again, the slash tools, and just we're checking here. Tools on the shell, and you see this is edit, then find files, Google search, read file, read folder, read many files, save memory, search text, shell, web search, write file, web search, write file. Okay, we have checked this, and then there are special, so YOLO mode to start its working so automatically, and okay, we can also check this one. Let's go then for this system, search for the latest headlines today in the world of finance and save them in a file named finance news today text. So now, connecting governing finance news, planning the workflow. So this is agent working environment, tools, planning the workflow. Google search, and now we're having already this finance news today text is there's a new file with this. And so I have saved the latest news, and it's automatically doing this because I just before told you can do without me always asking me back, and in other case it would also ask the permission to write the file to the system. So here I get the permission, and then we see the latest news, August 8, 2025, global market and trade, stock market, Asia, Tokyo, central bank and economy, corporate news. Okay, working. Then he has also described how this is so working. And then you can also read the context of this file using, again, so the system, depending on the system. So open and reading this. Okay, then Gemini CLI shell mode. Here also this sign, excitement sign, put in this excitement sign, type your message or path to file. And here these examples how this works. Then also examples, just let me check. Okay, but you now I hope you understood the steps and you can also go on your own. So here also example, get the latest release notes for Google Cloud from RSS feeds and display the key point in a well-formatted list. It's also so very exciting. So next step, and then because I said you that we're going to also check this, configure model context protocol, MCP servers. very so interesting parts here. And then, so here, first of all, so if you have not configured any MC server, it will launch Gemini CLI MC server documentation. So that check also this documentation first. Then you see this is servers with Gemini CLI. What is an MPC server? So an MPC server is an application that exposes tools and resources to the Gemini CLI through model context protocol. So we are giving to our agent tools with so this connecting this. So and it allows it to interact with external system data sources, and so MCP servers act as a bridge between the Gemini model and your local environment or other services like APIs. Co-integration architecture, then we have these different, so discovery layer, execution layer, transport mechanism, and how to set up this server. And then you see there are different, I just wanted to show you these different servers, setup, remove, also authentication part, examples. So these are where you put in just these code snippets, and here this example MPC server. So these are Python tools, and then follows the description of these Python tools. Or Node.js server. These are so Node server and also description, so command that we can use after that, or Docker-based MCP server, and then HTTP-based MPC server. So here different arts of servers that we can use here. HTTP server with authentication, and MCP server with tool filtering. So you see, and then there are so very exciting stuff there. So here this was in documentation. Here also they describe what is it and how it used. Then this structure we saw MCP server, and then the just collection of the names, and in this bracket the descriptions, how to use, how to start, and what it can do. So these are the main structure. So here also these steps. And before you go ahead, it is important to highlight that you should exercise caution when connecting to or integrating with third-party MCP servers. So very so because it's can do also damage. So so just trust it and thoroughly vetted sources. So check for this. And here, follow this instruction, and then practically how you do this, and you are doing this through this. In the beginning, we were saying about this settings JSON file. In the beginning, you just get there how you are authenticate this Gemini with these three possibilities, and now you just put in something to this file, and these are the structure. So here, MCP server, you just again can copy this and put these to your settings JSON file. And in this case, in this example, we are getting, so you see this structure, MCP servers, then this is GitHub server, then it describes HTTP URL, so address for this server, then we're getting these headers, authorization, GitHub path, and timeout. So here, if you are then adding to this file, then you have to MCP refresh, and after that you will have these additional possibilities also if you are writing with your text something and you would want to connect to this MCP, GitHub server, then you can also use these possibilities. In this example, who am I on GitHub, and then it's also because you gave the authorization. That's why very important is caution. Then you can ask, and then you also allow, and then you will get all all information connected to your also privacy papers on GitHub. And here also example context-7 MCP server that they also showing how to add, also opening this settings JSON file, and then you are adding this line, context-7 and URL, and then after that you can also use I am working on coding an agent using an agent development kit from Google. So if you also have this one, so I would like to know how to create a LLM agent in Python and use context-7 for the latest documentation on agent development kit, and specifically use these Google ADK docs and ADK wiki, and so then you would get this. So again, I'm just jumping a little bit because of the time, and I want to show you some other steps, but summarizing where we now we just learned that these are JSON file settings that you can adjust through different MCP servers that you are connecting additional tools to your agent. So your agent, then you have tools, and here how you allow your agent to use the tools. So these are these steps with settings JSON, and these other that we also were considering, this Gemini MD file. Here you will learn how to customize Gemini CLI with, so again, using this Gemini MD file. And here also example, we also generated one with other instruction, but here also example for this Gemini MD file. And there you can have more than one for your general structure, then project structure, and go finer for just specific perhaps part of your coding. Then you can also put there. So in here, they also see in this global context, you are putting this to .gemini. So in this folder, then you can have a project, so ancestor context, and you are uploading in this current directory, so up to the current directory, or you can put additional Gemini MD subdirectory context, and then you will have there these different types of instruction, and here this loading order for these different instructions. So plan mode, and so here, and then these are there is so just one more with this custom slash command, so /plan/explain, and then also using documentation, and you can also put in, so again, customizing, still for the customizing your own these Gemini CLI description. And here still perhaps short, but the biggest, so from here of the whole lab, again, you can go just step by step and stay longer and some of these customization checking, again, working further on your project. But here in this last, these use cases to try out, they are really so exciting, many interesting suggestion. And so here you just asking, so generate a website for a 1 day event filled with technical talks. And so here the really so description, and then I would like you to proceed in the following way. So plan out how you would design and code this application. Ask me for any clarification along the way. Once I am fine with it, do generate the code and provide the instruction to run and test locally. So here, just with this, you can again copy and generate this whole website. And depending on what you then installed before, you can also use specific, library specific, also these tools, MCP servers, to finish the job. And here also these results, I think also example how these site here look like. So event schedule and then different topics, talks, and again, after it's accelerating your developer process, I think enormous. And then it's also steps, so create a git ignore file where you also, if you are logging with all these Gemini keys, then you should not put these Gemini keys to GitHub, and you, so here's also explanation to create this. And then you also automate your process. So this, so actually your Gemini CLI automatically would upload your, so here, this, your working, so directory connecting to GitHub if you also install this GitHub. So I think that's why it's important if you go here, first installing this GitHub server, MCP server, and then it's also automates your process using Gemini CLI to work on a GitHub repository. So here this example goes. Then, and you see here steps, and then the next, I think, work on a GitHub issues and implement the process changes, and then again, just very optional, so everyday task, and here also how to optimize, so organizing files and folders very quickly. And then again, just running through these examples, you'll get a lot of then experience, also your own rec-like behavior, so content that you can also ask these questions to your own content. So, and here, so results. So then working with database SQLite tutorial, and here SQLite, the possibility to work with database using your Gemini CLI. And here are also the steps how to install and how to connect, and simple example of what is there and what are the possibilities. And then you can ask questions of what table are present in the file, so like these DB specific DB files, and then then here many generation questions. So then we'll come, so that you can follow with your own speed. And here if you are Flutter developer, here also link so to blog, boost your Flutter development with Gemini, a practical guide from idea to production. And here also using your Flutter environment on the way you're coding in Flutter, connecting so Gemini CLI, and how you can really quickly, so just have a quick look, adjust your development process. So here, and again, it says free at just interesting. So article getting started, and also it's different. You can go this or this way, and then also export Gemini API key or so other possibility, but you are also starting here. And here he just explains for this Flutter project how to, so already in this Flutter directory, and then adjusting, asking so Gemini help with Flutter development. So then quick overview, also Cloud Run, we have some new stuff there, also Cloud Assist there. Just very quickly jumped, but I think we still all the data and infrastructure. It's all what news, and you can also again check these news MCP toolbox for databases. Also, we were speaking about these MCP servers and then connecting databases. And here also one interesting link I just connected, application design. If you are in the beginning and you would like to use so this design center, and here this link in explanation to the design center for your application. And very short, I think here you get just most of the slides with videos where you can do very similar what we did with Firebase Studio. And Firebase Studio built full stack AI apps so easily, all from one place. And Firebase AI logic, so integrate AI into your existing application in the way that suits your needs. And we are there, or already have this installed AMCP protocol, apps hosting, and data connect. So optimize development velocity with the Firebase MCP server and update to app hosting and data connect. So again, starting from Firebase Studio, you already have in this environment all these, so like Gemini CLI or connected so tools for your agent. So you have the agent, you have you've got this agent additional tools, and you are much freer just writing what type of apps you think about, and getting these straight to also production. So hosting your web page or hosting your application in all this one environment. So then Firebase Studio, then we can also here's the link, Firebase Studio. Now also all these new updates, full stack AI workspace. So here you see the link to the documentation, how they say it. And to get started, you just type this studio Firebase google.com, and here are these examples with so Jane. So you can also click here and go through. I think I have also these. my Firebase. I wanted to show you. Here, this one. Window. So here, go Firebase. And so start Studio, Firebase, Google.com. And so here, because I'm Svetlana, then here's the name. And here you can, so an app that helps me plan my day, or an app that generates poems from photos, or an app that create recipes, poem or recipes. I think we can go with tips okay. I'll show again you in the lab where you can just get some prompt. Okay, more prompts. So here, more sample prompt. So type in calendar, recipes generator, ERP dashboard, expense tracker, landing page. I'm feeling like it. Okay, these are so prompts where you can start. You see also the different languages where you can start already. So like we saw, so Flutter, also Angular, Next.js, Go, Python, Java, .NET, or you also import repo, a Git repo, or upload your own project here, or you can start some new workspace. Here I've got just also some demos. And here you also have straight link to docs. So in the bottom and here, but all these, so here, so you see the live, and here on slides, you can also follow so all these descriptions. So Firebase Studio is a integrated and extensible agentic workspace to build, run, and manage web application across platform, mobile apps, back-end services, and more. And also, I structured this that we started. So again, coming back from Gemini app canvas we're using to generate a simple web page. Then we saw how this command line interface, Gemini CLI, so calling already API, so works. And here we're moving, so this environment already prepared where you can, again, have all these additional tools, but now it becomes easier to understand how it, so the agent, how this agent calls different tools through this MCP protocol, MCP servers that are allowing these to connect databases to call APIs. And here also, if you start, you see this file system already, the site, how it looks like, and to the right also this Gemini where you can still use. So you see this. This is the web-based. You see this. We are Studio, Firebase, Google.com. Then here we see built on Visual Studio Code. This is the structure of Visual Studio Code. And then we have full cloud VM, so terminal. We can open terminal and run on the full cloud VM. Then we have a pre-configured environment. So here, this whole environment is already there. Then AI assistance, we can also ask Gemini questions, so ask for the help. Then we have live preview, what we are building, running this live preview. Then we have deep Google integration, also deploying to Cloud Run, very straight away. So streamline app development workflows with deployment. What else we have? Designed for collaboration. So you are not alone. That we started. You have the possibilities because you are on web-based. Then you are invites a person to work together on application, on code, on the development collaboration. So you here and here. So like we saw, different platforms where you can start. The multimodal natural language, also different languages you can use there describing what you can, so what these Firebase Studio shall do for you. So multimodal natural languages. And then here, so app, so blueprint, so like build an app that answers kids' question about finance using pictures as needed. So this was this so prompt in Gemini Firebase Studio, and then we see this generating app steps. And here the result, again from these examples, how it look like with different buttons that you can click, and it shows also some calculation, explanation, so web preview, and still you have to the right is Gemini that you can adjust these and use web preview, Android preview, and monitoring. And then you can deploy to Firebase. So clicking here, starting this deployment process, Firebase app hosting, and so deploy. And here you also have to see the prices or this free tier, how big these possibilities there, or what are the prices there. So, and then here we'll also at my example, a new workspace, create a blank project where you can start. Then you can use different templates, so different, really, they always adjusting these for different starting point where you are. Also just Gemini, or as I showed you, different templates, ready to start templates. And then here, really, so all what you, perhaps you can find something, but so usually it's really from Java, Dart, C++, Ruby, Charles Svetel, simple HTML, also React, Next.js, Flutter we saw, so React Native and Expo, and see all these possibilities. Okay, and then you can customize your dev environment. And here these steps, but also don't be afraid that I'm maybe too quickly. We've got you also here with the lab where you can go slowly, step by step, as I already told you. So open an existing project. There are also the possibilities. Just a minute. So we will, and you can go from GitHub, Bitbucket, and GitLab, or from zip file. So every possibilities. And then here these are also short demo, but you've got after that the slides, and you also can check this short demo. So agentic experience throughout. Also checking check my then files. How is it something? How to adjust something? Also run specific tests. Right, so again, a file name, give the name you described, and this so agent making this for you. So then Firebase Studio's professional tool designed for all developer, AI first, code first, front and back end, mobile, greenfield, so new apps, existing apps, so all are welcome. And here, I skipped this a little bit, but here already these demos with slides. So to build our full stack web application, we can start with this in natural language and then iterate in chat step by step. We can prototype quickly to get the Next.js app with GenKit for agentic feature that is connected to Firebase. Then here, quickly deploy to Firebase, on there, hosting, so Firebase app hosting, there, deployment, and Firebase Studio supports existing Firebase and any stack that can be installed with Nix and 120 key plus packages. And exploring the code, you can, so every workspace is backed by a full IDE. Here, it's just connection, so not small video. I see. Okay, we'll skip, but in the slides should be here also short video, how to do this. Here, editing the code with Gemini, also I think some with my connection. And here, this also interactive lab with Firebase Studio. So all as we did with Gemini CLI, you can go just to this link and you can follow step by step this installation working. So generate a static web app using the app prototyping agent, connect to a Firebase project, set up Firebase, in this case, MCP server, add Firebase using Firebase MCP server. And so all this is much less step, but if you so here also not that much, it's just one, because already there are a lot of already installed, and you can just write something, and so an app for a picker wheel that allows custom input. So just again, you're writing what you want, and then through adjustment steps, you are getting the results. So, but here also, just let me, I wanted to show you hands-on collab. So yes, perhaps, or if you're on this other link, because they are not connected straight, they are different. So collabs, and you can just go, we are this specific app, but if there are some new coming, I'm just going, you see the address, just Code Labs developers Google.com. And if we would go to this site, then here you would have the access to all the others and newly won Code Labs. And see, this is also update August. So yesterday, how to deploy secure MCP server on Cloud Run. We were looking at this hands-on. So you see this also from yesterday, hands-on with Gemini CLI, looking at this lab. And here you see already some other new labs. And here you can also make this search and then work depending the system you're working. So you see here Android, Cloud Run, Python. So different. There are more than 100 pages with really a lot of labs step-by-step instruction, and we were again using this one and the Firebase Studio just again because they have different. Let's check these Firebase Studio code labs. They have this specific their own, but they also get in there. So updates on this not working. So I have to check perhaps this link where they are. I think they started because it's just Studio number 1. Firebase collapse. Okay, I have to check how to get. But this, I think, also on these other code labs where all you can also have the access to all together. So here, all these steps creating application with Firebase Studio, and here again link how you can start. I showed you already. So my starting page, prototyping using these different starting points, and here also one very interesting just a report. So journey, I just not this one. So I'm about the end. So this, so the link, and she was again just showing this journey for building wellness app for women. And here you can also check how she started to do this with Firebase. So here this also the some additional instruction, Firebase Studio block from this beginning, and then he started with this page and he gave these instructions. So here was this instruction. So create an intuitive and beautiful personal journal that helps women understand the powerful connection between their menstrual cycle and their daily mood. And must have function, then 1, 2, 3, 4 function, and then based on this description she got this app, and then she hosted this in Firebase Studio. And here again the link, and if you go also there to the link, you can also test how this app developed from the Firebase, and now you have this also possibilities on very quickly apps development of the app with Firebase Studio and Gemini. And we just, I think, still very quickly, these very interesting links. You can learn more about all news, Agent Factory, very short, but with very, very interesting further to study links. And you see, this is just 2 days ago, I think, this episode building custom tools. So for agent, and in the beginning, still jumped, I think this was again about agent. We saw these videos, and here all these free videos that we saw in the beginning, they were from Real Time with AI, from this link. And what I am Opal experiment, it's so exciting, but I wasn't able to check because again, Germany isn't there, but check depending on your country, perhaps you can go and use it, or again, perhaps others ways, but here this again just experiment. Also all this also new stuff is coming, but here's on the link how it works. So you just give this input, so a blog post, so writer, then from your input this agent look for all tools that it's so need, so generate and get this output, like so a web page on an app. And here, so she described how this all works together. Here, just model calling this and connecting Gemini, Imagine, audio, video, and you are then creating this. So very quickly, I'm just making some steps.
Today, I want to tell you about Opal.
So just to see how it looks like, I can use this or build, edit, and share. Just a minute, I wanted to. So in the end, you would have this output with different. Okay, it's already but again, you can look this on your own from your prompt. This was so it's so you're just asking what you need. So blog writer and these connecting so different services. Okay, it's a little bit perhaps small. These are different services that connected into the application, and then you can publish again this application, already run application. So that I think I'm one exciting. So one hackathon. Everyone is welcome. So this is the 10th GKA, Google Kubernetes hackathon, and then they just starting. So you can join hackathon. Already it's so coming. So from August 18th to September 22. So public, and here so very interesting to participate in hackathon, where you can again develop something and get help in developing. And I'm thank you. 2 hours I was thank you. Thank you very so much, and so you are welcome so to connect with me, to also ask questions, in any further, so receive any further materials, or again to do something interesting in these very exciting possibilities to work with agent in your app development.
Спасибо, Светлана, было все очень интересно. Надеюсь, также было интересно и нашим зрителям. Если вдруг у вас возникли какие-то вопросы, вы можете написать в комментариях, запись останется, и также Светлана сможет еще ответить после эфира. Все, всем спасибо. Надеюсь, все было полезно. До свидания.
До свидания.